We dream of Mars, red skies, strange smell, possibilities stretching like an endless notebook. Imagine domes glowing under twin moons, coffee in the morning chill, footprints pressed into red dust that no one has dared touch. It feels like a fresh start, a reset, a shot at writing a different story for humanity. Now hold that thought. On Earth, floods are swallowing entire neighborhoods, wildfires are growing larger than small countries, and hurricanes are churning through coastlines like seasonal monsoons. So if we can't even keep a bridge from collapsing, how on earth do we believe we can raise glass cities on a planet whose atmosphere would kill us in seconds? Come to think of it, why Mars? What's pulling us towards that cold, rust-colored desert floating in the void? Human curiosity is part of the answer. Since our ancestors looked at the sky, we've wondered what's beyond. Magellan sailed into the unknown seas, Shackleton trudged through Antarctic ice, and Armstrong and Aldrin walked on the moon, changing how we see Earth. Exploration is woven into our DNA, a longing in our spirit to push boundaries. Or maybe it's ego. We've walked on the moon, built cities that touch the clouds, split atoms, so why not add Mars to our trophy shelf? Then there's the survival instinct. If Earth ever gets too hot or nuked or smothered by plastic, some say we need an escape hatch. Mars is Plan B. It's a life insurance policy for the human race. But let's be real, Plan B for whom? Earth, let's not forget, is a paradise. From the sky, plants grow in the ground, and air just exists. And yet, here we are, struggling to live with it. We can't stop cities from drowning in seasonal floods. We haven't figured out how to put out fires without losing entire regions. Earthquakes still flatten places faster than we can react. Elon Musk talks about 1 million people living on Mars. NASA invests over $1 billion yearly in Mars-related tech. SpaceX plasters its rockets with Occupy Mars logos. Blue Origin and others echo the same dream. We've sent machines that crawl, dig, sniff, and send back whispers from a planet that's both eerily silent and impossibly loud in our collective imagination. But Earth's real problems like education, climate refugees, and pandemics get crumbs in comparison. It's like ignoring a house fire while designing your dream kitchen in a new home 2 planets away. Sure, Mars is thrilling, but when we still can't handle the puddles here, why do we think we can outsmart a planet made entirely of desert? So let's be honest about what Mars actually is. Strip away the sci-fi dreams and billion-dollar PR campaigns, and you're left with a place that doesn't want us there. Mars is not Earth 2.0. It's Earth's mean, airless cousin. Its atmosphere is over 95% carbon dioxide. The oxygen is about 0.1%. That's not just thin air, that's death. Inhale, and your lungs do nothing. You don't even have time to panic. You suffocate in 2 minutes. Another thing is Mars is cold, bone-deep cold. The kind of cold that laughs at our best winter jacket. Mars averages minus 80 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than Antarctica on its worst days. The warmest parts might reach the temperature of a refrigerator. I know you get the gist, but it only gets worse. The gravity is 1/3 of Earth's. That sounds fun until you realize it messes with your muscles, your bones, and your blood. Spend too long there and your body forgets how to be human. And if the air and cold don't get you, the radiation might. Without a magnetic field or thick atmosphere to shield you, Mars is constantly bombarded by cosmic rays and solar particles that shred DNA like confetti. The soil is toxic, laced with perchlorates, salt that messes with thyroid function, and is straight up poison if not properly treated. Not to mention the dust storms, not little gusts. We're talking planet-wide tempests that can rage for months, blotting out the sun and clogging every machine. Imagine trying to grow lettuce in that. Still think it's the next frontier? Okay, but what about tech? We always lean on technology as the great fixer. If we can't breathe, we'll build oxygen machines. If we can't grow food, we'll create hydroponic farms. If it gets too cold, we'll build heaters. A NASA device named MOXIE has managed to pull oxygen from Mars's carbon dioxide-rich air. Sure, it's amazing, but it made enough oxygen for an astronaut to breathe for 100 minutes. Now imagine needing to do that 24/7, for years, for thousands of people. You'd need a machine the size of a small building, and it has to work perfectly, always. Then there's the idea of terraforming, turning Mars into something like Earth. Ambitious doesn't even begin to cover it. One plan is to bomb the poles with nuclear weapons to release carbon dioxide and warm up the planet. Another plan is to use solar mirrors to reflect sunlight and heat to the surface, or import greenhouse gases to trap heat. Elon Musk's nukes warming the ice caps idea would only get Mars to a tiny fraction of Earth's air pressure. Scientists have calculated that even if we unlocked every molecule of carbon dioxide on Mars, we'd still be far short of breathable air. We haven't even talked about the water. The water on Mars is mostly underground, frozen, or in toxic salty brine. Yes, we can purify it with UV, filtration, and energy-hungry tech. But then again, it all hinges on perfect systems in an imperfect, unforgiving environment. One cracked pipe, one faulty filter, and you don't call a plumber. You're 9 months and a rocker ride from help. Let's also talk about who gets to go. Because this dream is expensive, I mean very expensive, building a colony on Mars won't be a global family camping trip. It's more likely to be a gated community for the ultra-rich. Bezos' space cities, Musk's starships. The rest of us will be here, watching the live stream. And even if we manage to build the domes, generate oxygen, farm food, recycle water, and shield ourselves from radiation, the psychological toll is massive. We already know astronauts face mental health challenges in low Earth orbit. Now, imagine being on Mars, millions of miles away, in confined spaces, no real sky, no fresh air, no rain, and no trees. It's isolation on a cosmic scale. You're not just homesick, you're Earth-sick. So maybe the real question isn't can we go, it's should we? Is Mars a noble pursuit of knowledge or a high-tech distraction from the mess we're leaving behind? We talk about colonizing Mars, while people here lack clean water, electricity, and food. We're investing billions into a planet that might never be habitable, while ignoring the one that already is. What does that say about us? We haven't earned the right to leave Earth, not yet. But here's where the paradox kicks in. We are explorers. It's written in our DNA. From the first humans who crossed deserts and oceans, to the astronauts who left bootprints on the moon, we've been driven by the unknown. And maybe, just maybe, Mars isn't about escape. Maybe it's a mirror. It shows us who we are, what we value, what we've broken, and what we still have time to fix. Maybe preparing for life on Mars teaches us how to better care for Earth, to build more sustainable systems, to understand our environment, and to think long-term. Because if we can engineer oxygen on a dead planet, we can surely clean the air here. If we can grow lettuce under red skies, we can feed people under blue ones. Before we escape to another world, let's learn to care for the one we have. If this resonates with you, drop a comment, like, and subscribe, and help us flip the script from escape to empathy.